So today on Friday we are looking at fractions of a set of objects. As you can see, you've got 3 submarines, so it's diving into mastery. Okay, so that's be the first part, second part, third part. You don't have to do the third part or the second part. You do what you think you are capable of doing. It's all about having a go in the challenge. Okay, diving deeper, deepest. So it's split into 3 sections, which are represented by those icons. Okay, so first question, I'm going to switch the camera. There are 24 sweets in a tube and 2/3 of the sweets are green. How many sweets are green? This has got great pictures to help us. There you got 1. So 2/3 are green, so that's 3. That's our thirds. And 2 are green, 2/3. So these 2 boxes are going to fill up with green sweets, and the others are going to be coloured. So can you see that? That is 2/3, which is what it was looking for. How many sweets are green? So how many in each section? 3, 6, 7, 8. 2/3, you need to add that, double that number. So 16. 2/3 of 24 equals 16. Another way to do it without the representation of pictures is how many 3's in 24? And so 8. 8 times 3 is 24, and then times that answer by 2. 16. 8 times 2 is 16. Again, 3/4 of the chairs set out for assembly are shown. How many chairs were set out altogether? Use a bar model to show your reasoning. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. We know we've got 6 chairs that are set up for assembly, but 3/4 of the chairs are there. 3/4 of the chairs set out for assembly are shown, but how many were there altogether? So we have to work out 3/4 of that before we can actually get our answer, and it wants you to do it using a bar model. So quarters means out of 4, so we've got 4 sections. So 3/4 is there. So if there's 2 in each quarter, and we know we need to fill out 4 4s for the whole, how many chairs would go in there? Remember, fractions always has to be even. So to find the total, we need to add another 2 chairs. So how many chairs were there in total? 2, 4, 6, 8. But you have to go through those stages to answer the question, okay? And you really have to read the question. We can use a bar model and place of value counters to find fractions of larger amounts. So because it's a larger number, is there a question? Here it is. What is 3/4 of 88? They've used the place value of 10. So it's looking for 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 would be here. 88. So we're going to share them all out. We have 88 counters, and we're going to share them out. So 3/4 of 88, that's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So it's how many are here will give us our answer. 3/4 of 88 is 66. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 62, 46, 66. Another one, this is going a bit deeper. Fran, I had £30. On Monday, I spent 2/3 of the money. On Tuesday, I spent half of what was left. So how do we go about working out this question? So how much money does Fran have left? You need to work out and go through each stage before you can get the answer. So on Monday, I spent 2/3 of the money. She's got £30, so we need to split £30 into 3 groups, because 3 is our whole. Yep, 2/3. So 10 in each. So she spent 2/3 of that money. What is 2/3 of 30? It's going to be 2 of the thirds. Which are those 2? 2/3. On Tuesday, 2/3 of 30 is 20, because 10 add 10 is £20. So 30, which is what she originally had, take away 20 equals 10. Therefore, Fran had £10 left on Monday. And then the next part is on Tuesday, I spent a half of what was left. So we need to find half of £10, which we know is £5. I've given it in a diagram. These are pound coins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of 10 is £5. On Tuesday, Fran had £5 left. Can you see how we have to work out each part before we could get the answer? So it all takes time, these questions. Deepest. Whoa, this is a deep, deep, deep. Some children, this is very challenging. Some children shared 60 sweets at a birthday party. The children discussed the sweets they were given. Jack said, I was given 2/6 of the sweets. That's more than both of you put together. Jasper said, I was given 2/10 of the sweets. And Ali says, I was given twice as many sweets as Jasper. Now the question is, who was given the most sweets? So we need to first work out who was given the most sweets. Second part, do you agree with Jack, who says this statement? But we don't need to worry about that till we work out who was given the most sweets. We need reasoning to explain our answer. So we need to work out who was given the most sweets. So some children shared 60 sweets. So we need to find 2/6 of 60. So Jack says, I was given 2/6 of the sweets. That's more than both of you put together. So 2/6 of 60. 60 divided by 6 is 10. And then you times that by 2, which is 20. So Jack was given 20 sweets. Next person, Jasper. I was given 2/10 of the sweets. So 2/10 of 60. How many 10s in 60? 60 divided by 10 is 6. Times that by 2 is 12. Because you divide by the bottom and times by the top. So Jasper was given 12 sweets. Ali, I was given twice as many sweets as Jasper. Jasper was given 12 sweets, so twice as many would be doubling it, which would be, 24. Ali was given 24 sweets. So if we look at that together, Jack was given 20, Jasper was given 12, and Ali was given 24. So who actually was given the most sweets? It was Ali. Now, next part of the question, do you agree with Jack? Jack says, I was given 2/6 of the sweets. That's more than both of you put together. Jack cannot be correct. Adding Jasper and Ali's sweets together, 12 add 24 makes 36. This is a larger quantity than Jack's 20 sweets. So the answer is Jack cannot be correct. And then you explain why from the answers you've got. I'm going to leave it there because if I go too far on, it doesn't let me upload to Seesaw. There is to YouTube. There is some sheets attached. Please work through them. Please draw diagrams just like this to help you. The diagrams, hang on, are really helpful and they really help you visualize fractions. So draw what you need to and see how you get on. Okay.